coming to us live from the set of The Mummy, one of our favorite 90s movies.
Yep. Brendan Fraser's around here somewhere.
Our boy is wicked smart.
Hogwarts Library.
Yeah, we were talking.
He's got a bunch of leather-bound books that smell of mahogany and rich whiskeys. Perhaps
I've read nearly all of them.
I heard it smelled like.
He is the king of the burbs, folks.
This is my library in my house in Schenectady.
Crazy thing is, those are all actually
adjacent.
They're all game guides behind them on how to beat the various games. That's what all those books are. So if you guys got questions, email Malone.
I got answers.
At Malone's Library of Video Game Guides at hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Malone, we're talking about 1996 in gaming, and Cheech and D Block and Gizzy. This is a beautiful year for gaming. It is the year that Super Nintendo comes out, and I know we all have some pretty fond memories of the Super Nintendo. No, not the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64. Eddie, what are you talking about?
I wanted to see how far you would go with that. I was gonna let that ride.
Dude, I gave you a rope.
I was
a good friend right there, dude. I was not being a good friend.
I was frozen. What I said was Nick 64, but because of the Wi-Fi that's bad right now, it sounded like I said Super Nintendo. You know, like 64 Super. You know.
NES.
So let's just get right down to it. Let's see if this.
Oh shit, he's actually frozen.
Wait. Is this working at all? How's this for your?
There you go. It just popped up.
All right. So this is the first Super Nintendo commercial. God, I'm done. Somebody else.
You have to start this whole shit over.
This is the first Nintendo 64 commercial here. We obviously highlighting Mario 64.
One of the release titles of two. There was three altogether: Pilot Wings and something else. I forget. I think the other one was a Japanese exclusive game.
Right,
and to sum the commercial up for those people listening, it's basically some bad mocap of a guy following Mario around. Dude, he's a shitty apprentice, basically. The fucking poverty Luigi there.
Pretty much, yeah.
I feel like for everybody within our age range, you would have had to play this, right? Like it was a definite. Mm-hmm. It's not like I think I played it or maybe I played it, but like even if you weren't a video game guy or gal, you're more than likely played Mario 64, right?
Oh yeah,
that's the general consensus behind
100%. Yeah.
I feel like for people who weren't into video games, this could have been an introduction that, for whatever reason, because it just blew up at the time, that everybody would have seen.
And that was really me. I mean, I didn't play video games much. We didn't really have any consoles. We had the original Nintendo, and then that was about it.
The Super Nintendo?
You really want to be talking about that Super Nintendo. And it was just, as soon as we, a couple of kids in the neighborhood started getting Nintendo 64, it was just, it changed everything.
Really did.
What was dope about the 64, I feel like, and I'm not sure if other systems already had this, but you could play with 4 people. And so if you had a controller, you could squat up and, all 4 of us or all 5 of us could hang out. And, whoever comes in last and whatever we may be playing, just got to pass the controller around.
Yeah, that's a good point. Beyond the dual player split screen, that's a very good point. They probably were the first who came out with, you could have a full squad there.
Yeah, I think they were the first console to have 4 ports built in. If you remember, the PlayStation had that silly attachment that they got you for some extra cash for.
You could do up to like 8, right? Though, Cheech?
Your machine into. I think you could branch them off. I do remember seeing some wild shit. I don't know if those pictures were fake or not. I never saw it in person, so I'm not gonna fucking claim it's possible, but I think that being done for sure.
That thing was like rarely would work. I remember like grouping up with people and trying to use it, and like half of the ports not working, so you'd end up with like two, maybe three controllers, and you're like, oh boy, I could play with 8. No, you can't. Or there's no games that allow you to do it. That was the other issue too.
Yeah.
There's no games built for it for PlayStation.
What game were you reasonably playing that you needed 8 people?
Like a wrestling game, you don't run around.
You guys want
We've got plenty of them to cover.
You guys want to take a stab at how many units they sold worldwide?
Worldwide at that time, 150 million.
Anybody else?
I said half a mil.
Half a mil?
Yeah.
Well, Eddie has jumped off screen. I'm alone.
I don't know. I say it's higher than that. I mean, 100 mil.
32.93 million.
32 mil. Sheesh.
Still not too bad.
596.
5.54 million in Japan, 20.63 in America, and 6.75 in Europe and Australia.
Wow.
Talk about cleaning house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad.
All right, this is the other game that came with the 64. Do you guys remember this?
Yes, I hated this.
Yes,
I
did.
I love flying.
I did not know it by the title, but I remember this only because I remember my dad actually trying this back in the day, and that's one of those seldom moments you see your father play.
That's funny.
Oh,
End up with a fucking broken controller before Christmas Day is even over.
oh my god!
Yeah, this shit used to infuriate me, dude.
I'm hang gliding. I'm dead.
You gotta understand, by the time this came out, I already thought I was fucking Maverick, bro. Like, what in the fuck? You got me hang gliding, bro? Are you serious? Where do you attach the missiles?
Idiot.
What's this about? I can't tow cargo with this. This is fucking stupid.
So I feel like this could go either way. Are you a fan of the wonky, weird controller, or what are we doing with that? Like, if you had to vote,
Oof.
like it with a random middle fucking honker,
Then
or
I would have, yes.
was
I like-
now. No.
I feel like it was beyond that. It was ergonomic, like it felt cool in your hand. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like you were holding something too
Mhm.
crazy. It's just when you had to like get in the middle. or do
That
all
left side of the
this, it's
controller.
Like, do you want me to hit the
Yeah,
D-pad
the
too?
left
Like,
side
what
of
are
the
we doing?
controller felt so foreign. It's just like, well, any game that made you use it, it's just like, what are we
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
here?
To give you the ability
Yeah,
to
what
like use one hand.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of just
Yeah.
navigate. You're doing something else with the other hand, you know?
Nope. I think if you handed me the controller in today's realm of controllers, I think I'd say yuck. But since I've already trained with it and I'm an elite soldier with
Yeah.
it, I like it.
So
I
you
agree
would
with
vote
that
for
statement.
I feel like the yellow buttons on the N64 controller were useless, if I remember correctly.
what pack on the back, or am I bugging?
What people are doing
What's the
disgusting.
timing?
And
Are they like finishing the whole game in like
I-
9 minutes?
I'll have to check. I'll check right now to see, but it's something stupid like that.
What was the standard gameplay on a playthrough on that, you think? Like, what do you think you spent?
16-star run on Super Mario 64, 14 minutes and 35 seconds.
Jesus fuck.
What did I say? 9 minutes? See? People are
Yeah,
wild,
yeah.
bro. People are
It probably
fucking
took
wild.
each of us, I mean, pretty average time, I'm sure, but probably like 30 hours at least to beat
I
this.
haven't even beat the game, dude.
Yeah, I know, I was about to say,
to this
because
day.
I like wander around, and probably because I wander around and do dumb shit, there's a ton of games that I'm like 85% done on, and I'm like, all right, I get the concept of that game. I'm done with that game, but I don't actually like finish it and do every little thing. You know what I mean? So it probably took me forever to play that game just because I was fucking around with it and having fun. But to actually beat it, I don't know. Most games now are not even that long. If you were to just fucking sit there and play them through, probably 8 hours.
When you
And sit very dear to my heart was the ability to grab a small baby penguin and go fucking like just bop around. and like put him down. All right, here you go, buddy. I'll see you later. Go down a slide
Yeah.
with him. Like, you know, just imagining the joy of that baby penguin going down a slide with his homie.
Of course, you know you can throw him off the cliff too, right?
Hey, don't
Yeah, of
speak
course.
of that. Come on.
Yeah, I don't
What
like
you
those people.
doing
I
here?
don't agree with
Everyone's
these
done it
rules.
once.
Although I've done it. I didn't feel great afterwards.
It's just
I
to
didn't
see
do it.
how
I saw a
fun-
guy do it. But I
Yeah, you
Like
know, I told, hey, stop,
47,
don't do it.
48th time where I was like, you know, this has to stop. This is eating a hole in me. You know, I'm not this type of guy.
So
I
you
agree
would
with
vote
that
for-
statement.
I feel like the yellow buttons on the N64 controller were useless, if I remember correctly.
what pack on the back, or am I bugging?
Yeah, those like
Yeah,
buttons
sometimes
mostly.
they do weird stuff with it, yeah, but mostly just like views.
Secondary and tertiary buttons. Tertiary. I don't know I write that word. All right, leave me alone.
What do you guys think are the best controllers out right now? PlayStation, Xbox, like who do you think has the best? I know it's hard with this group, or it's easy with this group, obviously.
I'm a PC guy, and you can't see it, I know it's blurred out, but I always buy Xbox controllers.
I knew
That's
you
what
would
I'm
have a
used to,
controller, so
yeah.
Xbox for you. How about you, John
think
Boy?
I'm an Xbox guy too.
Xbox, 2 for Xbox, and then 3 PlayStation, so you can go fuck
There you
yourself.
I would have argued with you.
You
About the
could go
Xbox
kick
controller like a
rocks.
decade ago, but it's not even a fucking contest in my mind. It's not even a contest in my mind.
We can all agree that the Nintendo Switch controllers are garbage and break every 2 seconds. That's one thing I think we can all agree on.
Yeah, they are horribly fucking.
Absolutely garbage.
I have like 9
Like
controllers.
ones that aren't Nintendo.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The GameCube controller was all right. It was kind of similar to the N64, and then it was just like weird.
How fucking dare you? That monstrosity of a fucking
It looked like a
controller, and you're gonna
puppet.
say it was okay. What are you doing? You just
Thank you, Gizzy. I'm really.
I hope your connection
I'm really
drops
trying to
out. You
contain
deserve it for
risk-
saying that.
risk
Blasphemy
side.
around here, slandering the church's name like that, trying to say that that's a good fucking controller. God damn it!
Yeah, I don't know what you meant by that. Actually, that's weird.
Yeah, what did
I
you mean?
was just trying to get
Just
you guys
clickbait.
fired up. All right, this is the only
I
thing you
really
hear from me.
enjoyed
Clearly.
playing Metroid Prime in '99 with it.
Jesus Christ. I didn't touch that system with I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great system in its own right, but I wouldn't touch that system with a 10-foot pole.
You're just
I
still
couldn't.
sad about the whippings I would give you on Super Smash with that controller. It's okay, Gizzy. I understand. It's all right.
Yeah, remember the
Deep cuts.
brutal UFC fights we would have at your apartment. Everyone's all tanked up and stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we just all surrounded around the TV, and we just be duking it out, going, "That's good stuff." Good stuff.
That was before they stole my Xbox 360 when we had a party.
Yeah, that was a good time.
So back before I retired from Madden, me and Malone used to play a lot of Madden, a lot of franchises, a lot of movement in that game. I don't know, man. I feel like you keep telling me to come back to the Madden world, and I think I might next year for any of those fuck boys in your league that wants it.
You heard it
Just
here
throwing that out
first.
there, 'cause
Degenerate
come to play.
exclusive.
Because we come to play. But either way, I don't know, man. I liked it before. I hope when I get back in it, it's something that I can get into and isn't just cheese into for a while. So we'll see.
I did
Once
just
you're,
see it. I did.
I intended to be next year.
I didn't
test
read
it
the
out for
article, but I did see that there's like the new Madden's implementing something that's like I guess a huge change. I don't know. Do you know anything about that, Eddie? Did you hear anything about that?
No, I don't read
Any
that shit, man.
rumors?
I stopped reading on Madden years ago. It's been the same fucking game for 50 years. I just buy it anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
and then I figure out how to win. Big American win.
65, 70.
Yeah, just to make myself a 6'8", 250-pound tight end that's a 99 and everything.
All of us probably got a little bit of Duke Nukem personality sliced somewhere in there. I mean, like this is such a huge game for it, and it was just trash talking and all that, and it's just like, I mean, It's not necessarily like an iconic hero, but I mean, it's just like when it comes to gaming, it's just like everyone knows Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Every single person.
Yeah.
This was right up there with competitive wise gaming, or like playing with other people, for me at least, with Super Smash and with 007 GoldenEye. This game, I remember loving playing this with other people. We had Tomb Raider. Was anybody a Tomb Raider player or like Tomb Raider? I mean, this was PlayStation's big game in '96. Obviously,
I was a Tomb Raider guy.
You were? Okay. We had a lady heroine, who was badass,
like a lot of people were.
Yeah.
Talk about tough controls, dude.
Yeah.
This is a little, at least for me as a young man, that was a little bit of a turn off, because I just couldn't get the game to move the way I wanted to. Obviously, it was geared more towards, the older crowd or whatever, but I did take a liking to it later on.
And to think at that time, you're like, look at those wolves.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
Graphics are never going to get better than this.
Word. That's what you're thinking at that time. Because that looks atrocious, but then that would look real dope. You're like, what?
Dude, she looks just like a chick. She's so hot.
Here we go with this shit again.
Is this still a cutscene?
Wow, did you see that? Look at reels.
No, bro, I'm telling you, this chick is badass. Wait till you see this game.
Definitely looks like Angelina Jolie, man.
I don't know. This game doesn't look that fun to me. I haven't seen a single thing you fight. She's been running around.
It's a slow burn, dude. You got to get into it. Once you get into it, that's where the stuff is.
Creatures with horns or a fucking night dragon. So Eddie's like, I'm out.
This is actually the part of the game where she's training for a marathon. She's just running.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, she stops and eats a quinoa bowl right now to refuel.
Yeah.
The only thing worse than training for a marathon is playing a video game about training for a marathon.
The mechanics are the game. Trying to get her to just move is the game.
What, did she just kill a single bat in 26 minutes? Here we go.
How about a little game? It's not your Mortal Kombat, but it's a little Killer Instinct. You guys ever fuck Killer Instinct?
I do remember Killer Instinct.
In the day. I'm kind of a fan of knockoff fighters, if that makes a sense. I know we all know our heavy hitters are Street Fighters and stuff, but I like to dabble to see what other, ideas are out there. Just because there are a lot of other great, sources and IPs out there with other fighters. Yeah, you get a lot of that in like the SNK versus Capcom.
Sammy brought this game up.
Some of those games where you get like an array of fighters to fight with, but.
Sammy brought this game up when he was talking about games that he'd like to see made into movies. Yeah. I mean, they did it. They do Mortal Kombat.
Was there a dude that had like blades on his arms? Like a cute little hat or something?
You say
like a cute little hat?
Did you?
I don't know.
He's got like a little pony. You're thinking of this guy right here.
He looks like a little.
This fucking dork.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like a fucking sweater vest guy with some blades.
I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of '96 in basically every genre of entertainment. Really, I mean, we talk about our music podcast. I think '96 was a fantastic year for music, for movies, for video games. I think it was just
sports history
all around pretty
entertainment was dope,
popping off, dude.
And it was I don't want to say original, but it was like as original content as possible. Not everything was a fucking remake or you know what I mean? Like people were coming out with fresh.
That happened in '96. eBay started its online website in '96. What else do we got going on here?
That one, Jordan?
Dolly the Sheep becomes the first mammal to be cloned.
I was 98.
Mad cow disease. Shout out to it.
Prions. Yo, shout out prions. Fucking can't cure them, can't kill them. Interesting shit, dude. Don't read those before bed. Don't read about those before bed.
All right, there's our end. We're good.
Fuck you up for days.
Hold on, edit this in somewhere. Hold on.
If you don't fart into your mic right now, dude,
No,
you're
I'm not
fucking
gonna.
fired.
Sorry.
If you don't stand up and fart into that fucking mic, you're fired.
This pop up? Is it share?
Yeah.
Oh
Don't get
shit,
cocky.
Parappa.
I forgot to say that's what I mean.
The rapper.
What you guys know about a little kick punch block?
Hell yeah, dude.
Was this 96?
It was 96. Yeah, 1996.
Oh,
Once
that's
again,
cool.
that was one of those games that I didn't necessarily have completely, but I had on the jam-packed discs where it was all the demos and stuff that I mentioned before.
Yeah.
That came in like magazines and
Yeah.
stuff. So it was one of those fun games that just happened.
Intelligent Cube. That was a good time. I like that game.
All right, Cheech, any final thoughts?
What do you want me to say? The thing about fucking prions again? Shout out to prions.
Shout out.
Eat diseases that we can't cure or kill.
Shout out